You can tell someone doesn't wipe it because you can see the oil marks. It really does take us like 20 minutes to get here. From the moment we wake up to on the stairs, it really does like 10 to 20 minutes. It's kind of crazy. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's another day of almost nothing, I guess. Yesterday we did like a really long story video, so yeah. Let's recap yesterday's thing because I changed it a tiny bit. We did the chest, and then we went back to HQ, Alpha Theory regime. This time I did some bullet first, then eat food, then edit, and then we did the story video, did some tabs, and then we did some Arc Primal Fear, and that's about it. Well, I mean, in Primal Fear we know exactly what to do. Just work on getting the kills. Huh. There's actually nothing to talk about. Like, I think I could think of something though, which is like, you know, nothing. There you go. Done. Now to move on to legs. Golden hour is. It's alright. I didn't bring a spare shirt, so doing leg press right now would suck because my back's wet. So I think I'm gonna go with something else first. Surprisingly, after the stretching, it seems like my back is a bit more drier. I don't know. It feels like really hot in the gym right now. There's nothing to talk about, so I might just have to do another story video. You know what they say though. It is what it is. That was actually the topic of yesterday's video. Some people in golden hour, but it's so spread out. No one really cares. Yeah, stretching actually takes like 10 minutes. Having a leg press this close just targets the hamstring instead. Yeah, so for our primal fear, I need to work on getting eggs and kibble. So that's going to be today's mission. And I guess we might do some more tabs today as well. And maybe Forza Horizon. Maybe some Overwatch today as well. Probably. Yeah, there's nothing to really say. That's why the story videos recently have been popping off because it's helping us dive into topics that I wouldn't usually just bring up for no reason. Yesterday's video was truly it. It is what it is. Yeah. That's why topics are so boring to us. Because it's either it is what it is, or there's no light without dark. So topics breeze past pretty quickly, and okay, one more, and then we're gonna do some kind of hamstring thing, and then lunges at the end. That's good at it. Yeah, it's just sorry. There's just been nothing to say recently. Oh no, that's a lie. It's more like when we're at the gym, I just can't find any kind of topics to really bring up, you know. But when it comes like story videos, we could at least they give us something to talk about. I mean, I could probably like talk about what we listened to yesterday, but I think I already explained myself enough yesterday too. In those type of scenarios, it is what it is. And the sound barrier is here, gone. The sun is cold again. It was just like 2 minutes ago. It was like really nice and warm, and all of a sudden now it's freezing cold. It's like the fans are the fans are blowing over here. But I'm freezing now. Oh, it was literally so warm like 2 minutes ago. All of a sudden it's cold. Yeah, the fans are literally blowing in this direction here. Every time it passes, it just blows a gust of cold air at me. Now we're at 4.5s because I just made it faster. I already have efficiency on this thing. I guess there is one new strategy I have been doing, or I want to start again today, is I just eat food after, no, instead of instead of editing between Alpha 3 and dips and pull-ups, I'm gonna try just do dips and pull-up. No, I'll just do Alpha 3 regime and then do dips and pull-ups straight away, and then do editing. No, and then food, and then editing. I think that may be a tad more efficient, kinda ish, maybe. Well, it depends, right? I guess the only thing it would do is just it basically forces me to eat food a bit faster because I want to get the editing done and over with, right? The food's the reward, but that's why I usually before I did the editing before eating because then it's like a reward. It's like oh everything's pretty much done for the morning, right? You know, Alpha Theory regime's done, dips and bullets done, editing's done. Now I can actually take my time and eat the food, right? And drink the water. But if I eat the food first and then do the editing, then I'm kind of just editing slowly and drinking water. But it might be more efficient though. Basically, just makes me eat food faster and not really enjoy it. It's not that I really enjoy it anyways. It's just chicken breast and rice. Now when you do lunges, I don't even think I have any gaps to do it. Oh yeah, I have enough. However, I must say, editing editing our vlogs has gotten significantly more easier. So it takes less time. Usually because we talk a lot. But oh by the way I could do the strip lunges here because even though there's like a person 12 o'clock, he's so far away. On camera he looks like an ant. So it don't matter. But yeah, what was I saying? Earthlogs. Editing Earthlogs takes around like at maximum 1 to 2 hours. It just really depends on how much I talk, right? But still, yeah. Actually, no matter how much I talk, it's still the same. Actually, no, never mind. There's no our vlogs are still the same speed, regardless if I talk or not. If I talk, I just don't touch the audio waves. If I don't talk, I just cut or fast forward, and yeah, that's about it. Right? I don't even know why I used to. My previous strategy was to do editing after Alpha T regime and then do dips and pulls. Right? I I think the only reason we're changing that routine right now is because it's so it's so cold in the mornings now that I think yeah actually that's most likely the reason is because it's getting too cold. So I kind of need to adjust the heat. So whenever it's like hold on shut up. Yeah, it's definitely because of the cold. Because before when it wasn't so cold, editing was fine because temperature was pretty much normal almost. Okay, I must strip mine somewhere else. I'll strip mine that way. What was I saying again? Before the strip mine got interrupted. Oh yeah, the editing, right? Yeah, because before it was like somewhat normal, slightly cold temperature, but now it's getting colder. GG, lost my train of talk because of Golden Hour being a bit more unfortunate. Wow, literally every single strip mine's unavailable now. The one we just said unavailable. Then the one I was about to do also unavailable now. Also, the other strategy we tested out near the bikes is also unavailable as well. Every single strip lane has been taken, which is, it is what it is, I guess. Except for this place. Yeah, I need to just rethink about that routine. If I eat first after Alpha 3 and dips and pull-ups, then I'll do the editing after eating. If I just delay the, it's gonna just delay the time a tiny bit. Oh no, another reason we also edited earlier was because then I let the Mac Mini start working while I eat, right? So while I eat, no, actually no, the reason I edited earlier was because then the Mac Mini can start, you know, exporting the data while I do dips in food. And by the time I finish the food, the data and everything's it's like done. Everything's rendered and stuff. And I don't have to worry about it. Right. But again, now that it's cold, no, now it's like getting freezing. Really just depends on what's more efficient. But when it comes to like the heat source, right? Like for example, turning on a heater, it is probably more efficient to turn it on like basically now since it's like super cold. When you have the heater on, it heats up the entire studio, right? But if I'm gonna heat up the studio, then I should be in it, right? There's no point in heating up the studio and I'm not in it, so that's why if I start heating up the studio after eating food, then I can edit in the warmth, but also prep for the stream. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. Basically, yeah, changing the routine slightly just to adapt to the heat efficiency. It's more about the heat efficiency rather than the work efficiency. That's the whole point, I guess. So heat efficiency is the reason why. But if we didn't need a heater, then I would go back to editing first. See, something to talk about. Kind of, ish. It's more just like a routine logistics situation. Besides that, oh, actually, yeah, today on tabs, I'm gonna have to stream us getting the secret units. Is either I do it on camera or off camera. But I think I'll do it on camera because not enough people like to see it. Finish the resistance campaign. Try out some more combos. Maybe do a secret army challenge thing. And then again for our primal fear, just kibble and stuff. Pretty simple stuff. More electronics, more Selecta Bros. Could do like a 1 hour or two of Overwatch. See what kind of win streak we get. Punk's kind of abandoned, to be honest. So is Power Worlds, that's abandoned too. Wolfenstein's also abandoned. Forza Horizon's not abandoned yet. Still goated. Alright, well, that's basically about it. Probably gonna do a story video again as well today as well. Yeah. Probably gonna still do a story video because I want to finish that story thing. Alright. Appreciate it. See you guys later.
I think it's officially time to announce something. Golden hour has been demoted to golden half an hour now at this point. Dude, this place is getting crowded. Like golden hour doesn't even exist anymore. It's literally golden half an hour at this point. Like this it's getting so crowded now again. It's like it is what it is. So I guess it's time to stop using the word golden hours. Start using the word golden half an hour because that's literally how long it lasts. It doesn't even last any long anymore. Too many people copying the strategy, I think. I don't know, I'll see about it, alright? See you guys next time. Bye bye. Alright guys, welcome back. So we're gonna finish this story video because why not? It's what time is it now? It's like 12. Damn, I'm late. Lock in, I guess. Lock in! Sorry. Gotta get the energy
I've
back.
been watching your channel for a while, and I kind of hoped that I'd never have a reason to write in, but that all changed a few weeks back, so here I am. I'm still kind of processing it, so I figured that it might help to write it all down. So, straight up, here's what happened. I'm 28, I'm single, and I work a decent job in the city. And then one random Thursday, I'm grabbing some coffee at this little spot near my office when this woman walks in. She looked to be a little...
That's already your mistake. You're 28 years old walking in and getting coffee. What are you doing? What you doing? You're 28 years old in the city. What are you getting coffee for?
little older than me, maybe late 30s, early 40s, but oh my god, was she hot. Now I'm subtly checking her out, and then we end up next to each other at the counter because this poor overworked barista managed to mess up both of our orders, and so I figured I'd shoot my shot. It turns out her name was Lauren, and she wasn't just beautiful either. She was smart, funny, confident, and flirty in a mature way that made me feel like I was the interesting one. I asked if she was single, and she said yes, and then after exchanging some cell phone numbers, I was riding high for the rest of the day. Now I had almost literally restrained myself from texting her too soon because I wanted, not really,
Bro, you're 28 years old and she's like 30 plus. I don't know.
needed to play it cool. But when I got home, I dropped her a little casual text and
How can you even date when you're that old? Isn't it just like, I'm old, you old, let's make some babies, done. Right? No? It's like, hey, you're getting old, I'm getting old. Kids? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Done.
back and forth for a couple of days, getting to know each other a little better before I finally asked if she wanted to meet up. She said that she worked in marketing, loved hiking, and then mentioned how she had a middle school-aged kid like it made her radioactive.
GG.
I told her that was none of my business and that I didn't care, which wasn't strictly true, but I wasn't about to let a little detail like that kill the vibes.
Single mother. Bro's about to become a stepfather. GG.
I told her about how I love to cook and about my huge passion for my weekend basketball league, and she said both were really cute. And then when she asked what my favorite kind of food was and I said Italian, she suggested that we meet at this nice little Italian place downtown that I'd never been to. A couple of days later, the night of the date rolls around and I'm kind of nervous but also super excited. I picked her up from this nice condo building in a quieter part of town, and when she walked out, she looked incredible. She had this little black dress on and she smelled amazing, and the way she smiled and hugged me made me think that she was really into me, which was just a huge buzz. We drove to the restaurant, chatting all the while, and the conversation stayed great as they ordered drinks and food, both of which were fantastic. She was laughing at my dumb jokes, asking interesting questions that made her seem legitimately interested, and the whole while I'm just sitting there thinking either age gap, what age gap, or holy crap, this might really go somewhere. Now after dinner we decided to grab one more drink at a bar a few blocks away. It was a chill spot with some live music, but not so loud that we couldn't keep on talking. I was already wondering if I could see her again, and then when I asked, she just says, duh, of course I want to see you again. And then we actually arranged a second date right then and there. We had the best time. The vibes were perfect, and then around 10:30, I walked her back to my car, and we walked close, and she slipped her arm into mine. It felt perfect, like it was the first step on the road to someplace special. But it was also around that time that I first noticed the headlights behind us. Some SUV had been behind us on the walk for maybe about a minute or two, but obviously that didn't have alarm bells going off in my head immediately. It was crawling along behind us, and I figured it was just looking for parking. As we got to my car and climbed in, the SUV was still there. But obviously I'm thinking, bro just wants my space, and I'm still not freaking out. But then, instead of taking my space, the car starts following me.
She's a high status woman. She definitely got bodyguards watching you, making sure that the person she's dating is not a creep and steals her. It's either that or yeah, and that's my assumption right there, right? She's a high status woman. Obviously, did you ask her what kind of job she got? She said marketing, right? So she's rich on something, and most likely bodyguards, probably. I mean, if it was a stalker, then she would be alarmed. But if she's cool about it, then okay, look, it's either stalk. It's probably bodyguards, though, right? Who gonna stalk a 30-plus-year-old woman besides bodyguards, or like the father or something, or status?
It makes a couple of turns, nothing crazy, but it stays glued there. Now I'm thinking, huh? That's weird. But instead of saying anything, Lauren got very quiet and just kept checking the side mirror. I asked if everything was okay, and she just said that she's tired. But I could tell something was off, and I didn't push it. But I knew. I was starting to think, what's this guy's problem, and hoped that he'd quit before I got to Lauren's place to drop her off. And then suddenly, as we're approaching a red light, it speeds up alongside me and cuts me off. My heart jumped as I was like, uh-oh.
The ex-father then? Because bodyguards won't do that.
And my first thought was how this guy was about to rob me at gunpoint. Two guys jump out of the SUV, big dudes too, and start walking toward my driver's side. And then before I can even react, the passenger door on my side flies open, and this older guy yanks me out by my collar. Now, he looks to be about 50, but he was majorly in shape and he could fight too. He just started swinging. Now, I got a few hits in, but they really did nothing, and I'm just waiting there for his buddy to get involved too, but he just sort of stayed back and watched like he was only there as backup. The first guy gets me on the floor at one point, and I'm yelling at Lauren to call the cops. But she's not listening. Instead, she gets out of my car and, while using the guy's name, tells him to stop. And that's when...
So, ex-husband or something? Probably ex-husband then. My bad, I thought it was security guards at the beginning, but the moment they cut her off and stuff, then yeah. So this is the ex-husband, or yeah. Probably the father of the child that she had with, most likely.
When it clicked, it wasn't a robbery. This was her husband.
Yeah.
Lauren wasn't single at all. She'd been cheating.
Oh. Huh. Huh. That took a different turn I didn't expect it. Oh. I mean... that's kind of it is what it is moment, right? Because to be fair, you wouldn't have known that because this is only your second date with her, right? This is only your second date with the woman. So you wouldn't know if she's actually married or not. Well, she probably lied to you though or something, but this is taking an interesting turn, but why would the husband assault the man? He's just gonna hit a charge. He's just gonna get a charge for it. Yeah. That's kind of an L husband moment as well, by the way, just saying. If your wife's cheating on you, you take it stoically and be like, okay, yep. And just do it normally, right? You don't attack the other guy, because then you're gonna get a charge. You know? Is what it is. Wife's cheating, go next. Take the child with you, or make a new one with someone else, you know?
She yelled something at him, and he yelled something back about how he'd followed us from the restaurant after putting some kind of tracking device on her phone or her car. He said she lied about working late. and I also gathered that they'd been married for something like 20 years. Now, by the time he lays off me, my shirt's ripped, my lip is bleeding, and Lauren had managed to actually get him off. Now, he wasn't hitting me anymore, but he'd still completely lost it, and it was like he was legitimately screaming in her face right there in front of the stoplight. All the commotion caused folks in the nearby houses to start coming out, and then I guess someone called the cops too, because they showed up pretty quick.
You get fighting in
They
the street.
separated everyone, took statements as I sat on the curb with an ice pack someone had actually given me. I was just still sort of stunned. Something like that had even happened to me. I thought stuff like that only ever happened on reality TV, and that
Yeah, I mean, one, there's got to be a reason why the wife's doing that to the husband. Also, the husband should be a bit more like stoic about it, but obviously, not enough context. But you know, when it comes to the storyteller, it's not really his fault, to be honest. It's more like a it is what it is moment, you know, because this is your second date with the woman you don't know much, right? It's kind of like you're dating like a cute girl, right? And all of a sudden, like an entire black van comes in with like 5 men in suits, and you're like, oh, I forgot to tell you that my father's a Yukaza gang boss. I go, what? And it's like, oh, GG now. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is, you know?
real life was always way less dramatic, but I guess life imitates art sometimes, and it's just the opposite way around. The cops figured out who the attackers were pretty fast, so the husband got hauled away in handcuffs as Lauren kept on apologizing to me. I didn't even know what to say. One minute I was on the best date of my entire life, and the next, I was getting my head stomped on by Lauren's husband, who she claimed was a cheater himself. Once it was clear that I didn't need an ambulance or anything, I drove home in silence, leaving Lauren to make her own way home. My face was swollen, my knuckles were hurt, and my nice date shirt was torn and ruined. Lauren texted me a long apology the next morning explaining the whole situation, how she should have been upfront and how she never wanted me to get hurt. But I haven't replied to it, not yet anyway. Part of me is mad at her, but another feels bad for her. She just wanted to feel some excitement and connection, I guess. I mean, aside from the revenge she wanted. Sometimes I look back and sort of laugh at the clues that I missed. How she always wanted to meet at places away from her neighborhood, and how she never invited me up to her place that night. How her phone was always face down. But she was so warm and fun that I didn't question it. Hard lesson and hard learned, I guess.
What lesson? It is what it is. I don't see what kind of lesson you can get from that. Because again, it's like your second date, so you wouldn't have known. You would have known eventually, but I mean, yeah. All right, so that was about it. That was a pretty short one. I mean, it was like the last story as well. So most of these first date stories were just mainly just it is what it is moments. There wasn't really too many lessons, you know. Cold case investigators, strangers, all the things on YouTube. There's it. Let's quickly have a little scan, right? I'm burping. There's sun today, but it's like semi-cloud, so it's kind of. American reacts to New Zealand schools without rules. What you talking about? Is there anything that's interesting? How does it feel to kill? Ugh. It's pretty normal, right? You just shoot them dead. Just like a video game, right? Is what it is. What else is there? Psychology facts for sleep. Who said it's facts? Inside human slum. Spaniard. Pride Reddit stories. What is Smosh doing now these days? What they doing, bro? there anything else interesting? Most controversial couple. Oh, okay. Two disableds together. I guess it is what it is. Shop with me. Childhood traumas. Living in Japan. Exploring anime shops and retro games. Lock in. Fuck, give me an ad. What the hell's HBO anyways? Oh, that's the guy from Office. Let's have a look at this video real quick. This is Tokyo's place. How much is that? Yen to NZD. 27,000? God damn, what? Damn. That's 300 or 3 sets. That $300? That's crazy. Oh my. Okay, I don't know what that is. This is a weeb store, right? This is a weeb store. Cameras, more old games that you can't even play. Crazy FPS. I don't know. Vending machines. That's a lot of people, man. Trains? That's a lot of anime. Who buys these? It just makes clutter in your room. Sando Lab Tokyo. Sandwiches? Gourmet sandwich? Fried sandwiches. A double beef steak. $2,400. How much is that in New Zealand? Ooh, wow, that's actually expensive. What? For a little sandwich? It better be like big. I mean, it's double Japanese beef, so I guess Japanese beef. That's expensive, no? That's literally like, that's like, okay, damn. I guess that was double meat though. I guess double meat. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. What they look like though? Let's have a look. Is that half a sandwich? Oh, thanks for the $13 US. It's like, wait, that's half a sandwich. It's not even the full thing. You're getting half a sandwich. What is this? Oh, the meat looks good though. A 10-floor shopping complex for anime. What? 10 floors? It's like Armageddon. Ain't no way, but there's no way people buy this. Wait, they actually got translations on this thing. That's actually quite nice. Again, I would honestly skip all this. I wouldn't really buy any of that, no joke. I mean, this is the anime store. What am I doing? This is the anime store, so I'm like looking at things I'd never ever get. It's just a bunch of toys. What else is there? This is just nothing. There's nothing here there's nothing here I'd ever get. Yeah, it's just toys. Well, duh. The video just says toys. Duh. Well, DVD cafe, flea market. They run everything. Well, yeah, they do. The disturbing internet horrors of Korea. Wandering Tokyo's popular night market. Ooh, let's have a look real quick. I wonder if it's real or not. We'll never know until we go there ourselves. Too many people already. God damn. quality's so low. Oh, that's because it's not. There you go. Now the quality should be high. Just let it load real quick. So I'm looking at this lady with sunglasses. Like, what's she doing? There's a guy over here. Too many people. So I keep pausing because I'm just trying to scan. It's like, where's Waldo? It literally is like, where's Waldo? There's so many people. Taurus over on the left. Ah, damn, it's empty over here. They get no business over here. What's going on here? It's empty. And that's it. Okay, now it's less people, I guess. Bro, how can you cut all that excitement at the beginning and now have like a minute long walking in like the slowest place? Or was it the intro? That must have been the intro, huh? My bad, I'm tripping. Let's skip. Shoes? Yo, get out the way. What's he doing? Dude, too many people. What is that? Statue? This is actually insane. This ain't like anime, bro. It just looks like New Zealand people. The same people I see. There's no difference. I see all these people all the time anyways. It's like, I swear I've seen these people in New Zealand too. They're just here now for some reason. Like the same NPCs. Lots of food. What's he selling? Bunch of fruit. They all look the same. So I'm tripping. I keep saying they look the same because in New Zealand, if you go in New Zealand, everyone looks like, it's like everyone's exactly the same. Just a bit more whites and browns. So it's like the same mix of Asians. All of them look the same. What am I being surprised of? Of course, none of the good ones will be here anyways. Turkish ice cream. Bunch of merch. Yeah, again, I don't think any good ones would be in this type of situation. I wouldn't even... Yeah, what am I doing? Obviously, they wouldn't be here. Anyways, that's pretty interesting. Just quickly have a little rescan. Just looks the same. Looks the exact same. It's nothing really interesting here, to be honest. It's just shopping, right? I would never do this. It's too many people, right? I wouldn't really want to walk here. Hell no. This is for like the peasant. I mean, no, not peasants, but like... This is just for like the commoners, right? Like, who would shop in this scenario? Nah, too many people, bro. Way too many people. I swear I've seen everyone here I've seen before. No joke, I've seen everyone here before. Literally. Man, it's been a while since I've walked in public. So annoying. It's actually just annoying as it's like, first of all, what's my mission? Where am I going? What am I getting? Why am I here? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Nah, this is more like it. Nah, this is more like it. This is a vibe right here. Get jumped from the corners. Nice. Yeah, this is chill. It's still really bright, but it must be because of the color grading. Look left and right. No. There's a lot of cameras. Oh no, that's like the shop camera though. He didn't even take a good turn. He went in the middle and did a 90-degree turn. You should have took the apex. Japan kind of boring. Nah, I'm joking. It's like, no, seriously, it's like literally just New Zealand. What's the difference? Besides more people and... It's just, I don't even go walk in the mall. The last time I've walked in a mall is like months. I think it's been months probably. It's like, what am I even doing there? Too many people and literally the Asians look the exact same. No joke. Like this video of all the Asians walking around is literally just New Zealand. Like if I just go to New Zealand, I see the exact same faces, same people. None of them's like, wow, you know. After Dark Host Club. Hold on now, this might be more interesting. We get to see the other ecosystem. This is the other ecosystem. This is where all of the... This is the, you know...
Tune here to be treated like a princess for the night.
Oh, that's a princess, alright. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Enters inside her secret world, behind closed doors, with its long list of strict rules.
なので変なことするともう銀座で飲めなくなっちゃうので。
Adrien is French. He's lived in Tokyo for 20 years. He runs one of the capital's most unique bars. A place for Japanese locals to let loose after a...
What the hell am I... What is... What do you expect? Did you see the owner? This is some wild stuff.
Women come here to spend the evening in the company of a host, who they choose based on looks and personality. They're often young, like Lily, a nursery teacher. She's 23 and single.
Oh, wait. Women come here. The hostess are the employees. Oh, so these are like for like... Oh, okay. I see what that... So basically it's like a maid cafe, but the reverse for women, right? Like a guy going into a maid cafe. If you've seen those animes, right? A guy goes into a maid cafe and then the maid basically spends time with the client, right? And just basically has a date with him, kind of ish. And this is like the opposite for women. So they go to a club theme and meet men, but they're still employees regardless.
Because sex is never an option. It may seem surprising, but the hosts never sleep with their clients.
Cap, you're saying it for YouTube. That's cat. I bet if the woman flashed enough money... That's AI generated. I told you that's AI generated. I could see it from a distance. That's AI generated. Why are you showing AI generated image? That's not AI. That's not AI. That's not AI. What is this video? I'm gonna get banned. Her brain's fried.
Out of sync with her life. Her left arm is covered in scars.
Multiple ecosystems.
and she always ends up back here. Most of these young people evade the authorities for fear of being returned home. They do what they have to in order to survive.
Yeah, ecosystems, man. That's the ecosystem, I guess. What are they even doing here anyways? They're just chilling.
He arrived just 2 months ago. He has since made his debut, and so far, no girls have requested him at the club. Age girls. Okicho. Welcoming place. Throughout the meal, the maitre d' tends to the every need of this unique topic. The mama-san observes and ensures that every client
じゃあ女性をつけた方がいいですよね。女性お願いします。
is always well surrounded. The hostesses work from 8 p.m. to midnight. They are paid between $6,000 and $12,000
12,000 what?
a month. Their job at midnight.
Euros. 12,000 euros. What they do?
They are paid between $6,000 and $12,000 a month. Their job is to entertain and amuse the clients, but no physical contact is ever allowed.
Cap. I'm calling cap again on that. They ain't getting paid that much to do nothing. That's cap. These these parties here, there's a lot more darker stuff that goes into it. They're just not going to say it onto the documentary, obviously.
けど銀座のことすると
That's crazy. This documentary is high quality, but it's only got...
です。
Wait, these are people just like... I don't even know context. I didn't look at the video properly.
Here, no one says no to the mama-san.
これで50万円です。
That's a lot of makeup.
These businesses
Sorry, again, my bad. I just...
know it's the price they have to pay to stay in the good book.
Wait, so these men... Oh, so... Host and clubbing. So this was... The first one was for women. So the men are the workers. And then over here, it's the women as the workers.
Of Ginza's Queen of the Night.
Huh.
But Tokyo also plays host to more extreme gatherings. This man, who looks like a post-apocalyptic messiah, is a Kabukicho celebrity. He's French and moved to Japan 20 years ago.
What a crazy ecosystem right here. Oh my goodness. What a crazy What is going on in the background? What is going on in the background? Yo, did anyone see that? Like, what the hell's going on? I'm gonna question it.
You won't find any sex, whips or handcuffs here. Instead, there are men in nappies.
When the cameras are gone, yeah, they're all probably here. When the cameras are here, none of them exist. Cameras off, they're probably doing some crazy ass stuff in here. Men in diapers.
And sexy babysitters. The atmosphere is light-hearted and totally regressive.
Mm-hmm. Just, yeah, interesting ecosystems, you know what I mean? Is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Also, when people say Yukaza, they don't have any power. They're just another filter. No, not filter. They're another, what do you call it? Just another decoy, if you want to call it. The only things I like about the Yukaza is the vans. Oh, their vans are so cool.
Do you know that back in 80s and 90s, Mercedes-Benz cars were very...
No, the Alfreds are sick. Actually, the Alfreds are just like brand new ones. There's nothing actually special about them. The fall of... Some whack ass things. Also, apparently, you know, New Zealand has got their also like car meet. Like the New Zealand has got these things going on. I've never been to one, obviously, because why the hell would I do that? My clone actually went there, yeah. Just crazy ecosystems, right? This is such a weird episode today, huh? What was that? AI. Payata Nightlife. Thailand. Oh, that's where all like... See, this is what I mean by ecosystems, by the way, guys. Look, this is exactly what I mean by ecosystems. You look at a few videos and you put into this brand new ecosystem. Look at all these new videos. It's all because of an ecosystem, right? Now it's just a whole bunch of whack-ass, not our ecosystem type of thing, right? But that's what I mean by so many ecosystems, right? Like the moment we dive into that 1-2 videos of Japan crazy stuff, now look at our feed. Look at our feed now. It's just a bunch of Japan stuff now. You know what I mean? Same. It's just ecosystems, right? Insane top 8 Korean handmade burgers. A Japanese game planner. Oh yeah, this guy's video is really good, by the way. This guy shows so many ecosystems. It's crazy. Behind the local Japanese father and daughter sushi restaurant. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff, right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it, right? Again, just ecosystems, man. Obviously, that's just something we avoid. Alright. Till next time. Bye-bye.